haven't seen episode 1, you can certainly go check it out, but I'll give you a quick recap right now. So we started out with this small territory in the middle here in the first episode. We then captured this territory, and this territory. And now we've got some tough choices to make. So we want to continue to expand. I've got a nephew here, which is interesting because he's my nephew, but he's older than me, so that's interesting. So then we had, and he recently just picked up a new territory too, so he's got a pretty decent sized territory. Then we have this neighboring ruler here, and we have a cousin here. Now, I've reached out to both my family members, and they're not interested in becoming vassals, as long as possible to actually attack my family. I'd really prefer that they just become my vassals willingly, once it becomes clear that we are the dominant force in Ireland. Our initial goal is to become the King of Ireland here, and then perhaps we can expand over into Scotland. The uncle of my wife is currently controlling England right now, and they're super strong, so I don't know if we want to expand that way early on. We could make some challenges into France perhaps, but we still have a fair amount of territory to explore growing. And this is also a large part of me just learning the mechanics of Crusader Kings III. So we'll see after we become the King of Ireland, if we want to move forward. So we have a decision to make. So how are we going to expand here? So I think we're going to expand by attacking the earldom here. And we do have the ability to declare war on that territory. You'll gain the contested territories. They're vastly inferior to us. We have just enough crowns, which is prestige, to actually engage in this attack. After this, it might be a while before we can actually do some more conquering. So, but I think this is a good territory for us to go after right now, because again, we can avoid attacking our family members, which, you know, I think would be frowned upon. Click to add new rally point. So we're going to put a rally point right there. So what we want to do to invade. So first comes first, we need to declare war. I cannot afford the cost of the war. Oh, it's $375. Okay, so I have to wait until we get to 375 crowns, which is going to take a while. So what can we do in the meantime? So one thing we can do in the meantime is we could attempt to weaken this territory through intrigue. So we can do that in a number of ways. First of all, we can get our counsel involved. We can have our spy master. Actually, our spy master is looking for. I'm in a tough spot here because the spy master is not the best spy master. But I feel like I need him to be on my council because he's a pretty important figure. So if I fire him, what happens? First of all, do we have anybody better? We have this guy. We've got... Now, one thing we can do is we can actually have our... We can't really boost the intrigue here. So it's just not a very good spy master. So we're going to leave that alone. Other than spying, what can we do to undermine this territory? One thing we can try to do... No, we're not going to have any luck seducing the queen. We could murder the king. There's only a 7% chance, though, so it's not really a viable option for us. So, really, the key here is to just wait until we have enough crowns to proceed. Okay, so I can actually assign now my court to maybe look for some secrets in the territory that we're about to attack. We'll let that happen. It's going to take us a little while to gain those crowns unless something miraculous happens. We're kind of limited on the things we can do to earn the crowns, though, so I don't have anyone I can marry off. Everyone's married. So we're kind of stuck here, so we're just going to have to earn crowns the old-fashioned way. And or wait for something interesting to happen. So let's do that. Alright, we got a diplomatic perk. That's nice. You're able to use forced vassalization, call a spell. That might be interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to unlock that. So how does that change things with my... Alright, we finally found a secret. So how does that change things with my siblings here? Are they more likely to become my vassal now? No. Okay, so now we can declare war to make them our vassal. Okay. Alright, so that gives us a lot more... What is the cost of that? Let's take a look at that. It's much cheaper. It's much cheaper, so that's something we're going to have to check out. Now, does that mean attacking this county is much cheaper as well? Let's see. Declare war. Forced vassalization. Okay, that's much cheaper. So we're going to make him our vassal. It's much, much cheaper. Or I can conquest, which is still $375. Huh. I mean, we're really trying to become the king right now, not necessarily take on more titles ourselves. So, forced vassalization might be a nice route. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we declared war. We're going to raise all of our armies. Now, hopefully they might be more likely to capitulate in starting. Yeah, he's going to go try to capture our territory, but we're already well on our way of capturing his primary castle, so he's in a tough spot. He didn't have the armies to fight us head-to-head. Okay, prisoners taken in siege. Who did we take? Captured the guest and his wife. Okay, I don't think that really helps me to capture him. Okay, so we basically force him to be our ally. Then we have the Countess here. We're going to do the same thing. Recruit, gain weak hook. Okay. Alright. We need to lay siege again. He's laying siege to our castle. But if we capture 2 of their castles, we should be fine. No, it's not going to work. So we're going to have to actually... What did we do here? Alright, we're going to save a load because I think I screwed up here. Or we can just go fight these guys. Before they complete the siege. Let's do that. Might have to do a load here because I think I put myself in a bad spot. My troops not attacking these guys. Let's do a load. I think we messed this up here. I think, let's try autosave 2 here. Alright, so it's before we declared war. What we need to do is focus more on an initial battle against the enemy forces than a siege. So let's do that. So we can actually should be able to declare war here. Just learning some things as we go along here. So declare war. Oh, we don't have the ability to. We haven't earned the ability to declare war for vassalization yet. So let's wait till we achieve that. Shouldn't take too long here. Speed things up a little bit. Unlock diplomacy. Alright, let's pause. One thing I hate about these banners is it makes it hard to tell when you're paused or not. Alright, forced vassalage. Alright, so maybe we should go after some low-hanging fruit here. Or I can declare war and then I just make sure that we make a priority that we engage the actual army of the enemy before we lay siege. That would make sense as well. Let's do that. I don't want to fight my family until I have to. Rally here. Looks like they're moving towards us. Oh, no, they're going to defend. Which makes the most sense on their part. Let's see if we can engage in a straight up fight here. And eliminate the threat of that army before we go in for the siege. Turning in our favor simply because we have more men and more knights. Right now their army is significantly small enough that we don't have to worry about them actually laying siege. Costing us a lot of men, but it might be worth it. We can end this threat right now. We should be down to 0 men. Victory! Actually lay siege. And now they're in a tough spot because they don't have enough troops numerically to really go after my settlements. So it should be really pretty easy for me to just push through. By the time that guy gets to my territory, we should be in a position where we're going to win our siege before he could win his siege. So we should be okay here. Let's see. Alright. Success. Siege 1. Prisoners taken in siege. Let's see if we got anybody. We captured the wife and daughter. Alright, so that gives us some significant leverage here. So what if we negotiate the release? Or we could wait until we have a hook on the... Yeah, let's wait. Alright. What will happen here is we can actually enforce our victory. Enforce commands. Right, to my liege. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. You are such a great foe that I imagined in order to put an end to the bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. He becomes our vassal. So be it. Okay, so. That gives us a nice little bit of territory, let me tell you. But we need to, improve our relationship here with the Earl here. So we have the spouse in custody. So what if we negotiate the release? What if we The question is if we release his wife, will it help us? In theory, it should. Let's negotiate the release. We'll gain a hook on the wife. Alright, so now, alright, let's revisit this, because we now have to regain our relationship with our... So let's make sure we start swaying him. We're going to release his wife, so that's big. The other thing we can do is we can put him on the council. How's he with money? 8 versus 13. I don't know if I can make him my he's not good at spy mastering. I can make him my marshal. That would be an interesting choice. So if we point... Oh, he already has a proposal for me. Okay. Alright. Commands position. Yes, I know. I'm trying to give him a position. You can create the duchy. That costs 200. That's not good. Alright, so I think what happens is we need to let a couple things play out here. Let's also go ahead and disband our army, because that will eat through our money quite quickly. Okay, so the Countess has been released. You would think that would make this guy hate me a little less. See if we can put him on my council. Right, so he's minus 11 for me. So if I actually put him in charge of bringing his own county under control, that should be pretty effective. Alright, meanwhile, our spy master, for what it's worth, I'd like to get him working on our next target here, finding some secrets. And then, infrastructure-wise, we really should see what we can do to bring in more coin. See what we can do to bring in some more coin. Close to being able to purchase some stuff there. Harbors are always great ways of adding coins for a lower price. Can we build a harbor? Trade port. 150. That became much more expensive all of a sudden. Hunting grounds. Trade port. Alright, we can't build anything yet. Alright, so we've expanded our territory. We're trying to become friends with our new vassal that we just conquered. So let's let some time pass here. Here's the challenge. Let's build something that's going to generate more income right now. Let's see, we can construct an outpost. Wetland farms. Okay, let's go ahead and construct some wetland farms. That burns through a lot of our cash right now. So what I want to do is see if we can get some of these family members to bend at the knee. Right, one thing I can... No, nobody's interested in bending at the knee, even though I'm... Alright, we're going to need to build up some money before we can engage in another war. Now, our levies should be much higher, 1,700. lost a councilman. Alright. Oh, good. That was my spy master. And I think I can find a better spy master. He was not very good. Back to my nephew. He was a little better spy master. Alright. So as you can see, we've gained control over a significant part of Ireland. We're only 3 territories away from 4 territories away from having complete control of Ireland. Probably have enough troops now that we can bite off another territory, especially if we're forcing vassalization. So let's set up another rally point. Here. I wish you could just tell him, hey, either become my vassal or we're going to invade you, right? I mean, that would be the logical step. But they're not giving me that option. So we're going to do forced vassalization. And declare war. And raise our army here. The sooner they get there, the better. We have a significant numerical advantage. Victory. We're now laying siege. Looks like he's going to go after one of our territories. Spouse, up to the task. Some of our counselors believe the job is theirs by right and blood and influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. After a long day, I complained to Elias when she interrupts me. Let me do something about this. My husband, a few lessons might sharpen their wits. stay with me instead. There's a significant benefit here because I would like to get another heir. So let's go with stay with me instead. I like that answer. Alright, they're going to go after our territory, but before they can complete their siege, we should complete ours, so we should be fine here. Go. You captured his son and 2 others during the siege of Antioch. Okay. So we're going to enforce our demands. He becomes my vassal. We have another vassal. Thank you to everybody for the follows. We should take a look at the follows. Let's take a look at our follows. Our recent follows. My Time, thank you for the follow. Mark Wiener 555, thanks for the follow. Tequina 86, thank you for the follow. Grocky 69, thank you for the follow. Benny's, thank you for the follow. And Wobbly's, thank you for the follow. Thank you to everybody who gives us a follow. If you give us a follow at twitch.tv, Commando Game 1, you're actually entered in for a monthly pop giveaway. For last month, we haven't given the giveaway yet because I was waiting, and we're excited to say we have Black Panther t-shirt that is an extra large that is available for the giveaway. So if you're a Black Panther fan, give us a follow. We're going to extend it shortly by a couple days. So by Friday, we're going to announce the new winner of a Black Panther t-shirt, so it's certainly worth a follow. If you like the Black Panther, if you like Chadwick Boseman, it's a very nice t-shirt with glow-in-the-dark features. During the day, it looks normal, looks like a great Black Panther shirt, but at night, it has like a black light glow to it. Not like a ridiculously annoying glow, but just like a subtle glow. It's really nice. Alright. So... Alright, here's a challenge. Alright, we need to make this guy happy. Alright, so one thing we can do is we captured his son. We actually gave him back, so we don't have the prisoner anymore. We don't have that as leverage. So what we can do is we can see if there's a spot on the council for him. And problem is his stewardship is not that great. I'm trying to think of... He's not very good at anything. So if I take away the Chancellor title from him... He's actually... Earl Murdoch is actually a really good counselor, so I don't want to... Chancellor, so I don't want to take away his title. Alright, there's not much I can do with this guy. With my cousin. What if I were to murder him? What are the chances? Not very good. We're just going to have to gain his favor over time. So we're going to have to be patient on regaining his favor. In the meantime, our territory continues to grow. 3 territories away from having complete control of England. And Dublin here is really my biggest threat. Does not like me at all. Or he does not like the idea of being my vassal. So what other sources of intrigue can I do here? I can't seduce his wife. There's a low chance of murder. I mean, if he was so honorable, it says he's an honorable follower. So, I wish he would just bend the knee to me. It would be a lot easier. We need to let some time pass. We've been pretty aggressive about growing our kingdom here. So let's disband our armies. Secret unencumbered. Doesn't really help me very much, unless I knew it was a significant secret against maybe the Duke, but that's not the, or the Earl, but that's not the case. Alright, greetings, Uncle. I think it might be the best interest of our realms to arrange a meeting with our heirs, Brain and Drommel. Make sure that they build a stable, healthy relationship. Okay. I might gain a diplomacy lifestyle perk, so let's go ahead and arrange that meeting. Alright, so we didn't learn much from that scenario. feels like we're really struggling to gain money here. I feel like we should be able to gain money a lot easier than we are. Like it's taking me forever to scrape together improvements to my territories. Uh-oh. Alright, we got a force. Hopefully this guy is not making a move on us. Let's check in with the council. I don't think the marshal hates us enough to go after us yet. I'm not quite sure what the deal is, especially since we're about to gain the marshal's favor. So let's watch this carefully. Anytime I see armies pop up in my territory, it makes me a little nervous. Now, if it's a war between other counties or duchies, that's a different story. Let's see. It looks like it could be. Alright, so Earl I need is swayed. So what's his relationship with me now? He's plus 20. So I need to go to my cousin here, who's still a little irritated with me. Let's work on swaying him back into the fold so I can have a loyal vassal. That would be ideal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are these guys? And why are they... Why are these guys attacking me? I'm not happy about that. Let's deal with that right now. I'm not going to let this go unresponded to. I'm not sure. See, I don't know what's happening here. It seems like he's attacking my castle. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's expand our troops now. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Why is this siege taking place? Okay, so he feels like he has I see. Alright, so they're fighting over who's going to control this territory, but either one of them is going to work for me. So that's kind of immaterial to the big scheme of things. In fact, the guy who's attacking actually likes me a lot better. So there's that. Alright, so let's let that siege progress. You think as the superior of both, benefit me. Or I could step in and say, hey, vassals, stop fighting with each other. Okay. Okay, so what happened here is we can go to the duchy titles. Kingdom titles? No. Empire titles? No. Realms? No, so basically these guys just fought each other. And he took over that territory. But he's still my vassal. So that actually worked out good for me, I think. Okay. Alright, we have a new lifestyle perk. Adaptive traditions, defensive negotiations. Can propose one alliance without a marriage. Okay. That sounds like it would be helpful to have. Alright, so we had some internal disputes between my vassals. So that was productive. because this guy likes me a lot better than the other guy. Which is odd because he was my cousin. You'd think he would like me a lot more than he did. Alright, so the biggest thorn in my side right now is Dublin. Alright. Now if I were to declare war, that would cost me $375. If I make him my vassal, it's $125. He has allies, though. Not significant allies. We have some pretty good allies of our own. So should we just go into Dublin? And try to finish this. And make Dublin my vassal. Lots of benefits to it right now. We are working against the clock because my ruler is getting a little old and long in the tooth here at 52. I should be able to handle this from a strength standpoint. Especially if I call on my allies. Alright, so let's... one thing I can do militarily is I can increase my strength. Okay, let's wait until those catapults are up to full strength, which won't take long. Alright, close enough. It's time for us to get Dublin on my side here. So what we can do is we can set up another rally point close to Dublin as possible. We're going to go talk to our nephew. I wish he would just accept vassalage, but he won't. So we're going to declare war. He will become my vassal. Didn't want to do it. I really did not. Oh, he's retreating. Or he's getting on a boat. note, we're actually going to end the video, and we'll